Oops.
Hello.
Hi.
Look, I'm on time to something in my life.
I'm so proud of you.
Hi, Rachel.
Hey, how is everyone doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm using my work computer is already set up with Zoom and the webcam and everything, so I have a headset on in case
You look so
anyone was wondering. Thank you. Yeah, I'm ready for this meeting.
I'm not. I mean, technically I am, but I am not. Renata.
Okay.
Hello.
I'm here.
I got like a nice background and I have like a terrible background. I'm just sitting here with.
Hey guys, everyone on here except Rachel really knows what my room looks like. Look, guys.
Hey guys.
Hi. What? Half my room is clean, guys. Half my room is clean. Okay. Just gonna give it a few more minutes or seconds or whatever. A few more seconds.
I'm surprised you don't have kids surrounding you.
Listen, I purposely made sure they didn't have naps today. They were tired. I have a couple of them upstairs. The older ones I let them watch the show before bed, but Isaiah and Hannah are asleep.
Jasper only slept an hour today, and so putting him down was very easy.
And so it gave me a chance to review my stuff.
Look at you being all responsible and stuff.
Oh no.
Adulting.
No. I'm recording this because someone had mentioned to me I should record them just in case someone needs to go back and watch what they missed. But I spent the first 2 minutes going, oh, I guess I should have done something with my hair. But it's all right. Whatever.
I need to nurse the baby, but
Yeah, you do.
We're all ladies here.
I came home, but
Okay.
Who's in the electric and what is it called?
I don't know. Proverbs 31 woman. Layla's leading it.
Look our phone.
Renata, tell them I'm going to divulge all the men's secrets that they do during morning devotional.
Sorry, say that again.
I said, tell Jacob I'm going to divulge all the men's secrets that they shared during the men's devotional in the mornings.
Do you get to hear those devotionals?
I hear those devotionals, yes. Not on purpose, but only because my husband does not get out of bed to do them. So I get to I always throw in my little comments and for instance, they would say, "Well, guys, that's all I got today. I hope you can use it." And I'm like, if that's all you got, then that's great. But if it's what the Lord gave you to tell everybody, then have a little more confidence about what you just said.
Amen.
I'm like, well, guys, sorry the Lord's not going to give you any more than this. This is all you can do today, guys. Sorry about your life.
Sounds like Eeyore.
Well, that's what they sound like in the morning. They all sound like woe is me.
Hi, buddy. I hope you find your dad.
I hope you find your dad. For those of you who don't know Shane,
Blake said, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
It's okay.
No, Blake said, I hope you find your father in heaven.
Let's Be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
Sorry.
Be like, we're not Mormons, so we will not find our Father in heaven.
My Father placed us better than yours does.
Touche.
For the two ex-Mormons that are here.
What? She actually leads the ex-Mormon meetup group. Shada does.
Sure.
How does that go?
So pretty much all we do is we just meet up weekly or monthly. It's like every second Friday of the month, and it's done at a ministry called Watchmen. They do a lot of research on cults, and they like have it available so if people are like looking into the cults and stuff like that. They have a religious or like a biblical reasoning for why it's not of God and so on. So they have a location in Arlington, and we usually do it there. Someone cooks, and we all just get together and talk about,
Get together.
all kinds of different stuff.
I'm trying to I've never done a Zoom thing before, so I'm trying to make sure there's nobody sitting around waiting for me to push something or something. Okay.
How was everyone's day today, by the way?
Mine was super productive.
That's
I got a lot- I got a lot done today.
What's up?
That's good. I had that yesterday. It was really good. Actually, today was too. Today was long.
I forgot to call you yesterday, Renata.
Oh, that's okay. Asher is on his second day of a fever of 101 point something.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, I'm so tired of these dang kids being so sick and tired. I don't like broccoli. Okay. Broccoli, you still have to eat broccoli. Can you say hi to the lady?
Hi, Zozo.
Zozo, eat your broccoli.
Hi,
Yes,
Zozo.
He's so cute.
she said yes, Miss Layla, and walked away.
Good. Go over there and get you.
And then I'm supposed to get off work on Tuesdays at 6, and I got off at 7:30 almost.
Do you guys feel like it took forever to get to February? I feel like January was just such a long.
It's been a long day, but
I
it's
think
good.
January has been a
Long
long
year.
month for the last 4 years.
Yeah.
For real.
I was gonna say it's been a long year so far, but last 4 years you're not wrong.
Okay. I don't see anybody else waiting to get in, so
Okay.
I'm gonna hit submit for my attendance. I feel like a teacher.
They're all official and stuff.
I'm really looking forward to snow and ice, guys. I'm like
Yes.
super excited about it. Like I can't even tell you how excited I am about it.
Listen, as long as my power doesn't go out, I'm cool with it. It can snow as much as it wants. It can ice as much as it wants. But if I have
Well,
to put my kids
if that
around,
does happen, you can come all the way to my apartment with me. It didn't turn off last year.
is there a hospital around you, or like a
Fire
I
station.
don't know.
So the fire station that they just built over here, they say that they have their own generators. So if the electricity does go out, they're not affected. I don't know if that means that they're one of the last grids to go out, just in case, but either way, they told us to not look forward to using them as a reason why we should be on a power grid. Like, that's stupid. If we have to hear your sirens blaring at all hours of the night, we should be able to use you guys for something. Okay.
Yeah.
Submit. Oh, hold on. Can I add more people?
You should be able to go to participants and invite.
No, it's the little trick.
Oh.
But good try. Okay. If we can go ahead and get started, because apparently I only have like 40 minutes because I'm not a professional Zoom user and I don't have an account. And I slotted this for 30 minutes, but I was just giving some people some time because there's only 6 of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. And
Who's number 6?
11. I'm 6. There's 5 of you and 1 of me. My head there
Who am I
might be
missing?
3 of me. What? But let's go ahead and get started, and let's just open with some prayer just to make sure that we can stay focused and stay on task, because Lord knows that I'm a talker and I will get off task easy. Lord, we love you today, God. We're very thankful for the opportunity we have to
Thank you,
end
Lord,
our
for this
evening with you and
time together, God.
friends, Lord. I ask
Pray
you
that you would order this
to
time,
help
order
us
our
to receive
conversation,
any
Jesus.
message that
I pray that your word would
our
come through, that
conversations
your will
about
would be
Proverbs
done
31
during
woman,
this
Lord.
time,
We
Jesus.
love
That
you,
we
God, and we
draw near
praise
to
you, and
you,
we again
that
thank
we
you
would,
for the opportunity.
we would receive your word, Lord God.
Jesus.
In Jesus' name.
Okay, so if you want to go on mute, that way you don't like sneeze on me or whatever, that's cool. If you don't want to go on mute, it's whatever. I'm gonna pin my face so you guys can see me. I think I can pin me. Yeah. No? Whoa, you probably don't want me to pin me. Okay. So, thumbs up, thumbs down. Who has read Proverbs 31? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay. So, Proverbs 31, we've all, I'm gonna assume, because by the looks of it, most of us are somewhat knowledgeable of the Bible, from what I can gather by your reputations or whatnot. I have King James Version. I'm not a big fan of any other version. New King James thumbs it down a little bit, enough for some people to understand it better. I say that, and that was rude. Not dumbed down, but makes it more plain, I guess. But all the rest of them, growing up, it's sort of an oxymoron, but growing up Mormon, they didn't believe in other versions of the Bible. So we learned at a young age to know what the thous and thees and thys and stuff like that meant. So it's just easier for me to take King James and run with it. But if you have any other version and I read something and you want to tell me what the other version says, feel free to chime in and say your piece. But if you read Proverbs 31 to get ready for this, good for you, because I did not reread it. I'm going off of what I remember and what I've researched. I've read pieces of it. Like, I didn't read it like from start to finish because I want to do that together. And just so I can also break it down into pieces and sort of explain what the next couple of, I guess there's 8 weeks of this, explain how we're going to go through a whole 31 verse chapter in 8 weeks, and how it's not going to be dragged out, I promise. So the Proverbs 31, everyone have their Bible or something? Yes. Cool. Okay. I love all the thumbs up. You guys are so cute. I love your little thumbs. Good thing Joseph's not here, because I'd be like a half a thumbs up. What? Bible check? Guys, this is a journaling Bible I got for Christmas from Aaron, my stepson, like 5 years ago. And I've always been petrified to write in it because I know it's a journaling Bible, but like I was like, how do I want to do this? Artistic, not what I. So Proverbs 31 would be the first one that I have actually journaled, well, took notes and journaled and such. So you should be proud of me. Oh, there's a half a thumbs up. I saw it. So I'm going to look down and read because I can't be super cool and do both. But I'm going to read the first 10 verses of chapter 31. And we're going to sort of talk about it, and we can unmute to talk, or you can keep muted and just listen to me ramble. But it says, the words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. What, my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows? Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. Sorry. I'm getting old. My eyes are like, focus or not. It is not for kings, O Lemuel. It is not for the kings to drink wine, nor for princes strong drink, lest they drink and forget the law and pervert the judgments, judgment of any of the afflicted. Give strong drink unto him that is ready to perish, and wine unto those that be heavy of heart. Let him drink and forget his poverty, and remember his misery no more. Open thy mouth for the dumb, and the cause of all as are appointed to destruction. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. So those first 9 scriptures. Let's talk about this. Who is Lemuel? Does anybody, I had to go look for this, but does anybody know who King Lemuel is? No. Nobody knows. Seriously, nobody knows. The biggest scholar in the world, they have no clue who King Lemuel is. So at that point, I'm like, why am I going to listen to his mama? Because if nobody knows who he is, then his mama ain't got no sense about her. But then I liken it unto me yelling at my kids and calling them by their middle name. Because it is being speculated and, excuse me, Jacob Huggins, I'm telling on you and how you're destroying. I like your laugh. I'm gonna preach this tomorrow during your men's devotional because I've got a word for the men in Proverbs 31. I'm gonna pause this. Here we go. You ready? Everyone take note. There is a Proverbs 31 man. Where's Jacob? I need to see his face. Where's Jacob? Is he around? Unmute.
Sorry, I have no idea where he is. I'm in the room and nursing the baby.
Hold on. I'm gonna call him real quick. I'm gonna give him a word. I found this and I was gonna say it, but I'm gonna let him hear it, and I'm gonna preach it tomorrow during their men's devotional.
I love it.
Hold on. Sorry to interrupt our schedulely programmed.
What's up, man? Why are you calling me? That's weird.
Hey, yes, it's weird. Your wife is on the line, and she would like you to understand this. I'm going to preach tomorrow during your men's devotional, and this is what I'm going to preach. Are you ready? Are you ready?
You're not scheduled.
I don't care. Proverbs 31 husband. Are you ready? He has full confidence in his wife. He does not treat his wife like a child, nor his mother. He encouraged her specific gifts, and she grows in that environment. This is a man who trusts his wife's judgment. That is the Proverbs 31 husband. And I'm going to preach that tomorrow. I'm going to preach that tomorrow during your men's devotional.
I'm pretty sure none of that is in the Bible.
Well, tomorrow we'll go over Proverbs 31, me, you, and the rest of the guys.
What are we doing? Editing now?
No, I'm not editing. Maybe you should go read Proverbs 31 and we can discuss it tomorrow. All right, talk to you later. Bye. Anyways, isn't that cool? There's a Proverbs 31, because if you think about all the things, once you read through Proverbs 31, you hear about all the things that the woman has to do. Like, the woman does this and the wife does this and blah, blah, blah. Well, the husband has to support the wife in these ventures or it's just not going to work. And so, yes, there is a Proverbs 31 husband, which I was like, you go tell me about the Proverbs 31 husband, because I've always been stressed out about being the Proverbs 31 wife. But anyways, sorry. For Jacob, you can mute yourself if you want, Renata. It's up to you.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute.
No, that's okay. So the first 9 scriptures talks about what a king should be. So let's go back to who Lemuel is. They don't know. The Jewish I wrote it down somewhere. The Jewish legend is that Lemuel is Solomon. So in my head, Solomon's middle name is Lemuel, and he's in trouble. Solomon, Lemuel, you're going to listen to me, and this is what you're going to listen to. And so that makes the mother in this story Bathsheba. At that point, it all makes sense for the first 9 scriptures to be about how a king should act. Seeing as Bathsheba and David were naughty, then David killed Bathsheba's husband and then married Bathsheba, and then their first son died because of all the scandalous affair. And then after that, when their relationship was right and of the Lord, they had Solomon, and then from there, King Solomon was. So the first 9 scriptures talks about how a king should act. how to not forget about the people that you're called to help. As a king, you're not supposed to cause your brain to be clouded with alcohol or any other issue that might cause a clouding of the brain. But that also explains why I've always wondered who in their right mind would be like, sure, king, I'm going to come over and hang out with you and do the dirty things that I'm not supposed to be doing with you while my husband's at war. And with that being said, I bet someone was drunk in that mix. And I say that because why would she harp on it for 9 verses to like set her son up? But with that being said,
Can I interrupt?
sure.
I was gonna say, or I was gonna read because I have the New Living Translation here. And I was going to see if I don't know if anyone else has the New Living Translation, but I kind of like that translation. And I was going to see if you would like me to read the first 9 verses in there at the end, or I can do it now. That. Okay. So I'll skip the first. I'll start at 4. But it says, "It is not for kings, O Lemuel, to guzzle wine. Rulers should not crave alcohol, for if they drink, they may forget the law and not give justice to the oppressed. Alcohol is for the dying, and wine for those in bitter distress. Let them drink to forget their poverty and remember their troubles no more. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. Ensure justice for those being crushed. Yes, speak up for the poor and helpless and see that they get justice." That's all.
Yay. Yeah, that's a clearer picture. But I mean, if you don't understand something that is read in the New King James or King James and you have a different version like Renata just said, please enlighten me, because that might sorry. My husband and Renata's husband are now making fun of me via text. So anyways, knowing that Lemuel is Solomon and that his mother is Bathsheba sort of helped bring the first 9 verses to me a little more clearly. And with that being said, 10 through 31 is an outline of what this King Lemuel's mother feels a woman should be for her family. In this, there is this Proverbs 31 woman is outlined in here as a mother. I saw it read that in one of the seasons of her life in this passage, she's filled with babies and child rearing. Another season is filled with work and business, and another season is creativity and outreach. So once we go through it all, you'll see different sections of who she is, shown throughout the text. And I know several have struggled or are struggling, or not yet at the childbearing spot. And I've never born a child, but I have 5. They just sort of magically come from the state. They just show up to my doorstep, and I just sort of keep them. But there was a good chunk of my life where I was like, I'm not a mom, I'm never a mother, blah, 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 I'm just Layla, whatever. But someone did, it reminds me at one point that it does take a village to raise a child, and no matter what part of a village you are, as soon as you love and care and nurture a child, you are a mother. So keep that in mind as we're reading this, that everyone is called to be a mother, whether or not you give birth or just love on other people's kids or steal them from the state. Whatever. I don't steal. Okay. So I found there's a bazillion different studies on Proverbs 31 And to be honest, I've always been overwhelmed at the idea of Proverbs 31. Sorry, I'm making sure nobody's in the waiting room. I thought I saw something pop up. To me, a Proverbs 31 woman is like June Cleaver from, I almost said Beverly Hillbillies. June Cleaver from, what is it? Dennis and Menace? No, not Dennis and Menace. Anyway, she's like the perfect mom, like,
You're
where
definitely showing your age right now.
you don't know who I'm talking about.
Because I have no idea who you're talking about.
What is the Leave It to Beaver? Have you ever seen Leave It to Beaver? Oh, no, Leave It to Beaver. Not even Shada. You guys are all grounded. No, I think the youngest.
Hey, that one's your fault, not mine.
No. I ain't your mom. Okay, so Isaiah, lay down. Sorry, Isaiah's waking up. I'm laughing too much, guys. So June Cleaver would be like the epitome of the perfect mom. Like, she always wore heels and she had her pearls and she was always dressed to the nines and cleaning and baking all the things and like little Molly homemaker kind of a deal. So in my head, that's what Proverbs 31 woman is the do it all, the have it all, the everything's perfect, your kids are well behaved, dinner's on the table at 5:30 each night, your kids' rooms are perfect, their beds are made, like whatever. Your husband's, clothes are laid out for the next day, all the wash is done, there's no piles of laundry on your couch, there's no dishes in your sink. You don't have to hire people to come help you clean because you're just overwhelmed and overworked and underpaid. So that's, to me, was the perfect Proverbs 31 woman. Does anybody else have any concept of what Proverbs 31 is for them? What? Now Jason's in here trying to be all nosy. Okay, anyone else have an idea of what Proverbs 31 means to them? You have to unmute yourself to tell me. Thought we had 6. Who left? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. Renata, Shay. I don't know. Anybody else?
I was only counting 5 from the beginning, too,
Um,
so I don't think there was 6.
maybe a little. Oh, okay. Maybe it's just a little. The way Shada's block is, it's dark on either side of her, and I thought that was 2. Maybe I just can't count. Thanks, Rachel. So what does Proverbs 31 mean to you? Like being a Proverbs 31 wife?
Are you asking me or just anyone?
Oh, just anyone. Sorry. I mean,
Oh.
you do if you have an answer.
I've read this a couple times and it always seems something that I would want to aspire to. I don't fully know the practicality of everything here because like there's obviously the virtue, her trying to seek out purity and humility where we see in other parts of scripture in the New Testament. But then there's also like the handling business side, and kind of what you just mentioned about what you picture as a Proverbs 31 woman, where she's got everything together and everything's just handled, kind of shows in that, like where it's talking about like she's considering a field and buys it, and stuff like that. That I guess beforehand I didn't really consider what it would look like in real life. But your example was really good with that, just because I struggle, like trying to maintain the house is like a full-time job by itself. And I don't even have kids, so I can only imagine how it's going to be in the future, like probably crazy. So that's definitely something that's really practical, just finding a way to manage, like if you do go to work and then also trying to take care of the home and then build your own relationship with God and keeping the balance where you're not like, I don't want to give all my attention to keeping the house perfectly organized and looking good. I'm trying to give all my attention to my walk with God first, but there's just so many like responsibilities. It can be hard to kind of hold all that together in the right balance.
Exactly. Anybody else? Or
I was going to say for me, I think it's just like Rachel said, it's just finding that balance because, the most, can y'all still hear me?
yes, sorry, something
Okay.
popped up. Zoom
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
time.
Anyways, is just finding that balance and remembering that the first most important thing is that walk with God. And having that relationship with the Lord and talking to him first, starting your day off with him, with his word. And so like in my version, in like verse 15, it says she gets up before dawn to prepare breakfast for her household and plan the day's work for her servant girls. And that's not what I do before dawn. I'm spending time with the word and spending time with God. So I think I don't know, just finding that balance. I think that's the hard thing, and focusing and knowing what priorities, getting your priorities straight,
Get
for
your
some,
life together, Renata. No.
no, but like for some women, it's going to be, maintaining that perfect, beautiful home. But if we think about it, we all have the same amount of time in the day. So it's how do you discipline yourself to use that time wisely? I can tell you last week when Pastor called the media fast for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I was thinking I don't really go on social media all that much. I might spend 10 minutes here and there while I'm nursing the baby or something. But I did it and I realized how much time I really do spend on social media. And for me, and 30 minutes is a lot of time, and 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes while I'm nursing the baby. And so instead of doing that, I was able to catch up on emails or do something else. So all of that time adds up. So 30, 45 minutes a day adds up. And so it was I hadn't done a media fast in a little bit. And so it was kind of eye opening. And so I've been able to kind of maintain that, which has been good. But yeah, just
Good
the
thought.
balance.
I hear you. Well, it looks like they gave us extra time. So if you have to drop off, I was just gonna go through the first 10 verses and then give you guys a challenge, so we can walk through. So what we're basically going to do is, for the next 7 weeks, we're going to go through just a bite at a time. So next week we're going to be looking at verses 10 through 12. And over the week, one of the websites that I found while I was researching all this talks about how prayer is, obviously important, but some people have a difficult time figuring out how to pray the word over themselves. And so we're gonna go ahead and spend the week, and I'm gonna give you a prompting for the next 2 verses on what you can pray for the word over yourself throughout the week. And that is, I'll go ahead and read verses 10 through 12. And Renata, if you want to read it through your translation after I read this one, then we can talk about what we're going to pray for next week and then what we're going to talk about next week. So let's see. Remember, this is King Lemuel, who also may be Solomon. This is what his mother is saying. And by the way, for the record, the very first scripture on verse 31, it says, the words of King Lemuel, the prophecy that his mother taught him. So to me, that tells me that this is not an actual person, right? This is something to attain or something for him to shoot for when looking for a wife. So this person isn't real, by the way, guys. It took me a while to realize that over the years. Proverbs 31 woman is not a real person. It's just real goals on how to be somebody that is an upstanding person and fears the Lord. So let's not be afraid that we're not being the perfect Proverbs 31 woman. So verse 10, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. So this next week, let us all pray. And I think everyone on here is currently married. But let's pray to be an excellent wife, and what that looks like in your home and with your relationship with your husband. If you invite somebody to come join us and you want to give them a heads up on what we're working on for the week and what we're praying for the week, on how to be a Proverbs 31 woman, let them know if they're not married to go ahead and pray to learn how to become an excellent wife. Because if you learn those things before you get to actually a marriage, then you'll be one step ahead of the game, I feel. So this week we're gonna pray pray to be an excellent wife, and then next week we'll talk about just how we try to implement that in our lives, and how I'll take note of like 3 or 4 or 5 different things that I do, and I will try to make more notice on how I utilize those scriptures in my life on a day-to-day basis. And then I will report back to you guys. And if you want to do the same, I would love to hear your guys' take on that scripture and how you applied it to your life. But Renata, if you'll read it real quick, verses 10 through 12.
Who can find a virtuous and capable wife? She is more precious than rubies. Her husband can trust her, and she will greatly enrich his life. She brings him good, not harm, all the days of her life.
Yay. I mean, I'm 41 years old, so all the days of my life, I don't know. Let's hope the Lord comes back, because but anyways, so that is all that the Lord has given to me today to share with you guys. And I hope you guys keep it close to your heart. My husband's right here. I did. I told them that I chastised you guys for being like, that's all I got. That's all the Lord gave me. Blah, blah. But, no, it's been interesting. I have, several different, scriptures or Bible studies that I read through. I was going to try to like find one on Proverbs 31 and be like, this is the one we're doing, but none of them quite spoke to my heart. And so I'm sort of combining them and creating my own little life group Bible study, whatever. And this is the first time. So I am good for suggestions if I need to stop talking so much and read more or whatever. But I do want this to be a discussion group more than just let's all just listen to Layla, because that's all the Lord gave. But anyways, did everyone have a good week? Anyone got any highs or lows to share? Everyone's on mute again, so it makes me nervous.
I have a cool high to share.
Yeah.
One, I was going to say, I wasn't sure I like the timing of this group. It works really great for me, and I like that it's online. That's really nice too. And as I was sitting here thinking, I was like, man, it's really nice to like be kid free in a way, and just focus with a group of women and talk to them. Cause I see Jacob does it a lot, and I wish I could do that. And so sitting here doing this, and just like I've reread 10, 11, and 12 so many times, and just like thinking about myself, what I can do to be better for Jacob. And then also hearing from you that she's not a real woman.
Isn't that the greatest? It's just like, if you think about your children, right? Like, you're going to tell Asher, Okay, I want you to find a woman that is a woman after God's own heart that will cook you dinner, that will, like you're gonna think of all the great things, and like there's not gonna be any like, I hope she's a jerk face. I hope she yells at you. I hope she sabotages your day. Like, you're not gonna pray those things over your son. And so it was refreshing to understand that this is just a mom talking to her kid going, this is what I want for you.
That's really that. Yeah, I really like that. I didn't know that. And I mean, I already learned so much from you today that this is about Samuel um, and hold on, Zoe, and that she's not a real woman, and just like really diving deep and spending time with the word, and sometimes like you can read the word fast, but if you focus on just a couple verses and focus on them and pray about them and pray through them. I love that. But my high today, I had a really interesting conversation. So I get to meet all types of people at my office, different types of patients and stuff. And so our last patient came in and he was telling me how he had just had a grandson that was born yesterday. And he's like, I don't even know his name. He's like, it's some kind of biblical name. They're like super religious people. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, Jedediah. I was like, yeah. And I started naming off biblical names. Anyways, he's like, oh, the guy is my daughter and her son and her husband, they're pastors at a church in Fort Worth. And I was like, oh, what kind of church? What denomination do you know? He's like, I don't think there is a denomination. He's like, but they're like super religious. I was like, okay. He's like I went to their church and the lady and like people have their hands lifted high. I was like, that's the kind of church I go to. It's amazing. That's what it's all about. And then he's like, no. Like the lady behind me was speaking in tongues. I was like, you haven't spoken in tongues? Like, have you ever experienced it? It is the most amazing thing in the world. Like, you gotta, and it was just amazing. And he's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this guy's like in his 60s, I think. And I was like, come on, you gotta look at Acts 2:38. It's for everybody. And there's nothing better than it. And so we kind of talked about that for a while. And then at the end, cause he had, anyways, it was funny because he's like a really, what's it called? He's a very prominent businessman. And he came in for a toothache and he was telling us how he drank all this, alcohol yesterday and today for the toothache. And so anyways, he was trying to get medications and, then I had the doctor ask him like, hey, cause I didn't know if the medications would mix with alcohol. So my doctor was like, did you drink alcohol today? He's like, who told on me, Renata? And I was like, I just asked. He's like, that's why I'm not going to your church. No. I was like, no. But anyways, it was great that I got to talk to someone with boldness about how the Holy Ghost is amazing and it's for everyone. It's not for crazy people. And so just and I'm going to be seeing him again. So I'm going to give him a church business card and invite him to church.
You have a unique situation where they have to listen to you because you're in their mouth.
They do.
Like, you're going to listen to me. We're going to talk about tongues. You see this thing right here?
And they're nonverbal, so they have to listen to you because you can just pull their teeth out.
Oh, I ain't pulling his teeth out. But yes, it was a great
You're
high.
going to be in pain, so you come back.
It was just great to end the day like that, and make it yeah. So that was my high for today.
Yay. Anybody else have a high or low?
Oh, and then I got to reschedule all of Thursday's patients and I get to stay home.
Yay!
That's the highlight of my week there.
Jada works from home, so she's stuck at work.
Yeah. But the thing that sucks is I just put Jasper in daycare, and so I have to have him at home on Thursday and Friday. So he's going to keep coming up to my keyboard and start tapping on it so he can help.
Tell them you're onboarding a new HR person.
Literally.
But, all right, guys. If anybody has any prayer requests or anything that they want to talk about outside of the group, feel free to message me. And I am going to be sending out a little survey thing, probably in the next couple of days. I'll post it on the Church Center app, but I'll also text it to you probably. And it'll be anonymous for everybody else, but it'll help me get an idea of what you guys are wanting to learn and understand about Proverbs 31. So, but feel free to always shout out for any prayer requests or praise reports or frustrations, or you just need a vent or whatever, because that's what we're here for. Because that's what we do. But yay. No. But all right, well, I will let you go. We've stayed 15 more minutes than I technically was allowed, but I guess Zoom is giving me extra time because they popped up with it. Congratulations, a free gift. You can have unlimited time. So hopefully that works next week too.
God was here.
God was here. He extended this conversation out for us without it cutting me off. In Jesus' name. But anyways, I love you guys. Thanks for joining my life group. Mwah. And I do like this time Renata also because I can put everyone to bed and be like, haha. And we will meet up for food at least twice. That way we can lay hands on each other with high fives and hugs and stuff. But anyways, I'll let you guys go. Have a good evening. Go brush your teeth. Go to bed. Get good sleep. And have a good day tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.